Hi everyone, Katie here. Welcome back to another layout video. Today I am doing a quick layout with some Sweet Rush materials. I have a whole stack of them over there to my right, and I'm using them to scrapbook kind of a silly page. My husband was installing a new ice maker in our refrigerator, and it looked really funny because he had to crawl into the refrigerator in order to do this. So I took a picture, and it's just kind of silly and goofy, but it was, a nice memory, so I decided to scrap it. Now I take this little heart page from Sweet Rush. It has lots of different colors on it, and of course, anything with Vicky Bouton is very colorful. So I'm also grabbing a few scraps that I've used from other layouts using this collection. Everything does not go together perfectly, but I think the colors are close enough, and there's enough color in general that it is working out well. So I have that scrap there that I'm putting long ways on the paper to kind of block out some of the pattern and give it a little bit of contrast. Now I have this piece. It says Happy Day, and it is actually from the cardstock cover front of the Sweet Rush project pad, which this was the first time that I had cut apart my project pad cardstock fronts. It was the day that I got them. I went ahead and pulled it all apart and cut apart the cardstock front with all the little embellishments and things on it, and cut all those out and put them in my little containers of embellishments, and I've been using them as I've been working with a collection, which is just really nice to have an extra set of embellishments. They might be slightly different sizes, or in this case, the word happy is foiled, and normally I would have just thrown away the cardstock cover for my project pads. So I'm glad that I didn't, and I'm glad that I have these extra embellishments. I did it for a few other project pads. I think the Heidi Swap Sun-Kissed collection as well. So I'm sticking that down here, and just using my adhesive squares. They are not my favorite things, I'll be honest, but they are, like this tool in particular is not my favorite, the Herma mounting square dispenser. However, it gets the job done, and it is fairly cost effective. Now I've got my photo there double matted just to kind of highlight it some more, and it's one photo on the page, so I wanted to kind of emphasize it for sure. And there's obviously a lot going on this just with the patterned paper, so it's got plenty of emphasis. Now I'm doing the journaling just right there on the cardstock, right on my layout. Just write a little bit about how we got a new fridge and we're finally getting an ice maker. We used to have an ice maker that leaked everywhere, so we never used it, and we just used trays. So this was actually very exciting for us, even if it's, not, super exciting and fun. It's still nice to have an ice maker and a nice refrigerator. So that's what I'm writing about there, and I add just a few little lines at the top and the bottom just to kind of box in this journaling box, right? Now, I want to do a little bit more embellishing, but not a whole lot more, because like I said, this is already a pretty busy layout. I get down, Happy Day. I know that's like my title there. And then I start to look in my Sweet Rush embellishments, which I'm realizing I still have a lot of this collection left, even though I've used it a whole lot. So that is super nice and, pretty exciting, because I love how colorful and, just nice this collection is. I think it also works well with Color Study, the previous collection, which I have just a little bit left over of. So that is always super nice as well. I add just a couple little stickers, one that says today, and says some kind of wonderful, and then I grab a couple of the cardstock stickers. Now these I decide to use the big flowers. Now of course the big flowers have absolutely nothing to do with a refrigerator, but they sure do look pretty, and I think they work out to put down there in the bottom corner and then the top right corner as well. I decide though they need a little bit of something behind them, so I put them all on foam tape here, and little foam squares just to kind of pull them off the page and give them a little extra dimension. And you can see I also used that smaller little floral cardstock sticker as well in order to kind of balance out my photos there. So just to add some finishing touches, I take some of these tiny little star stickers and sprinkle them about the orange little piece there. And finally, I stamp the date in the bottom corner to finish off my layout. Now, I do like to use this date stamp on almost everything. I'm sure you've seen it before. Thanks so much for watching.